are going to make cocoa butter wafers, I guess you would call them. But when I ordered my food safe organic cocoa butter, it came in these great big huge chunks. And so I really can't use that the way it is. I've got to melt it and then measure it. So I figured, why not pre-measure a tablespoon of cocoa butter that's melted and put it in this mold. It should work great, and that way I have them in smaller sizes that I can use for cooking, or I can use it to make a lotion or salve or just about anything. I love it for my skin because it doesn't break me out. A lot of times I'll mix it with a little bit of coconut oil and cocoa butter, and it is great. And of course, I love the smell of it. So as you can see here, I took a chunk right here and put it in the jar. So we've got that, a whole chunk there, and I'm going to add more to it. Up here I've got my tablespoon here, and I've got my little, I could possibly even go like this and squirt it in. This is only a teaspoon though of a holder. It only holds a teaspoon. So we are going to see how it goes. I'm bringing you along. I've never done this before. Usually I buy it in small bags, but those small bags are getting very expensive. In fact, this 10 pounds of cocoa butter I bought on Amazon was like $83. And I didn't, thank goodness, I didn't have to pay shipping. But yeah, so it is expensive. It'll last forever, literally. If you keep it stored in a dark place, cool dark place, it's going to last forever. But for me, maybe a year, because I make a lot of lotions and potions, guys, and this is going to be a fun one. I decided to go ahead and use the double boiler for this, and as you can see down there, my water is boiling. I've got this pan on top of it, so it'll heat up to melt and not break the jar. I could even put water in here too as well, and I may end up doing that later. It might help it to dissolve that brick in there. I wonder how much is in there. Do you think maybe half a cup? I haven't a clue. Well, I'm very impatient. So I went ahead and put water in the top pot as well, where the jar is. So we'll see if that might hurry it up a little bit. I hate waiting. I am probably the most impatient person I know. I want it now or yesterday. So let's see. It's melting. It'll be a bit longer, but it's melting. I've been dropping little pieces in and waiting for them to finish melting. Our cocoa butter is melted, and smells divine, guys. And so now let's see if this one square here will hold a tablespoon of cocoa butter. Okay, I'm gonna have to, again, as usual, I'm working one-handed here, so I'm gonna scoot this over because I don't want to waste any of this awesome, good cocoa butter. Maybe I'll take it even out of the little jar there, out of the Hey, how full is that, Rob?
Well, you don't want to fill them all the way, do you?
No, I just want a tablespoon, but I'm wondering,
That's
is it about halfway?
Half.
And I'm got it
Probably
on
more than enough.
Got it on the parchment paper. It might work really well. Rob's gonna help. The jar's warm. I don't think it's too hot. And it's not an exact job. You don't have to be super exact with it. But at least it gives me an idea that it's about a tablespoon. So if I'm using it for cooking, I can always use more if I need to. It's not like it's going to hurt anything at all. And same thing with massage oils and things of that nature that I want to make smaller batches of. It'll work out great. So we got an almost full jar of bits and pieces and that large chunk. So it's not going to be a neat process, but when it cools down, it'll harden up. I can put this in the refrigerator to get it to cool. And darn it,
These bend too much. You would have had to put them on something already.
I just thought of that, a cookie sheet. So, probably won't harden real soon, but hey, at least we got some of this started. So, I'll bring you back so you can see the rest. Well, we only got about, I wonder if we'll fill the whole thing.
Yeah, you have a little...
Because we only got two more squares. Woohoo, yeah. Now that was almost perfect. Be sure to put it back on the jar back on the parchment paper, honey. Rob, thank you for helping me. Okay, well, here it is. And as you can see, it all hardened up nicely. And see how thick it is. It'll come out easily. So I stuck it in here. Let's see if I can get it to come out. I like the silicone mats because things do come out so easily. See, that's a nice chunk. And that is right at a full tablespoon, maybe a little less, of cocoa butter. See? So, that, my friends, is melted cocoa butter in a silicone mold to get the smaller sizes so I don't have to do big chunks at a time. Have an amazing day. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Bye-bye. Mwah.